Dr. G. Surendra Rao, the Managing Director, Dr. Ganesh, Yashoda, the whole soul personality behind all this full event that has been taking place, all other organizing committee members, the support people, and my fellow faculty members, as well as huge number of audience, the delegates over here. It's just amazing how first year and now the second year, you work so hard, you do this teaching activity and you attract so many people and their interest is maintained even for the second year in the subject. Kudos to you for your hard work and dedication. So Ganesh has achieved something which everybody is not able to achieve. It's a huge honor to be called the chief guest again for 2 consecutive years. Thank you so much for your love and affection. I remember when Ganesh used to come to my clinic. I'm sorry that I didn't meet you many times, but he spent a lot of time with my wife, and that time, many of you may not know, he was a graduate from pathology. And those days I used to always wonder how a pathologist would convert into a clinician and treat patients, including right up to bone marrow transplant and CAR T therapy. You defied my thoughts, and you're done, and you excelled in treating the patients right up to, what was the figure put, 500 bone marrow transplant in this city, and very often we'll be hearing 500 CAR Ts in this city. Courtesy Ganesh. So sky is the limit. You trust yourself, you know your abilities, you can go wherever you want. There's nothing that can stop you if you have ambitions and you have your self-confidence, and Ganesh is an example of that. The chairman, sir, is also an example. Ganesh was just telling me, the 3 brothers have created this institute, another 3 institute in this city, and the 5th one coming up, and the 2 coming up in Bangalore, and the pharma. So your vision is something which is fantastic. You're all together adding up in what is called developed India and the dream of our Prime Minister. Just yesterday I heard on the TV they want to bring the Commonwealth game by 2030 and the Olympics to India by 2036 or 2037. That is the vision of the Prime Minister, and your vision is not far behind. So what you're doing to Hyderabad and our Prime Minister is doing to the country, it's just fantastic days. I just wish that I was 20 years old and I had 60 years ahead of me to see India would have been the leading country ahead of all these guys who are just fighting with each other. Russia and Israel and all, they would have been all left behind. Lastly, just one sentence. I think when you are speaking on the mic, you should give one message. When you give your child to a teacher, you want the teacher to shape his future. You trust him and leave it to him. When you're building a house, you call an architect and you leave it to him, and he should give you a good house with all the facilities that you want. When you have got legal problem, you go to a advocate, you go to a law guy, and you expect him to pull you out of whatever hassle you are facing. But when you give your near and dear to a doctor, you are giving his life to him. You are trusting him that he is going to save his life and give your near and dear back to you. So I think that is such a responsibility on you and me and our shoulders. Death is not preventable. Ultimately, all of us have to die. But if there is one patient about whom you feel that he died because of your negligence or because of your lack of knowledge, or wherever you feel that you were slightly responsible for that death which was preventable, then that guilt will be with you for the rest of your life. So I think the CME like this, what it does is, it sharpens your knowledge. It increases your acumen to prevent preventable deaths. And I think from that angle, a medico has the huge responsibility on his shoulder that somebody has trusted him with his life, not with his money, not with his house, not with his kid. So thank you so much once again to give this responsibility to me. Thank you.